Lisbon. Just the name makes you think of sunny hills, bright houses tumbling down to the sea, and the sad, beautiful sounds of fado music floating through old alleyways. This isn't a city where history is just in books, it's everywhere you look. Every stone street, every old building whispers stories of a long and exciting past. As you walk through Lisbon's friendly neighborhoods, you'll feel the ghosts of empires and the brave explorers who sailed across the ocean. You'll see Roman ruins under medieval buildings and big plazas built by kings next to busy modern squares. That's the magic of Lisbon, how it mixes old and new. Every step is like a journey through time. Whether you love old castles, peaceful monasteries, or the city's exciting modern side, Lisbon has something for everyone. So let's go on an adventure and discover the treasures of this amazing city. Our journey through Lisbon's history starts high above the city at São Jorge Castle, a grand Moorish fort that has watched over Lisbon for over 1,000 years. From its walls you get amazing views of the whole city, showing how it has grown and changed over time. Looking out over the red roofs and the sparkling Tagus River, imagine the Moorish kings who once ruled from this spot, their story carved into the castle's old stones. Down in the heart of the city, we find the Lisbon Cathedral, a beautiful Romanesque building that has seen history unfold since the 1100s. Step inside its cool, huge space and feel amazed by its tall arches, colorful stained glass windows, and fancy chapels. This is the spiritual center of Lisbon, a place where people have come to pray and find peace for many years. No trip to Lisbon is complete without seeing the Jerónimos Monastery, a stunning example of Manueline architecture and a UNESCO World Heritage Site. This grand monastery, built in the 1500s when Portugal was exploring the world, shows the country's wealth and power at sea. Look closely at the detailed carvings on its walls, showing ships, mythical creatures, and stories from Portuguese history. As you walk through the monastery's quiet hallways, imagine the monks who lived here, their lives connected to the voyages that shaped Portugal's future. The Jerónimos Monastery is a symbol of Lisbon's important role in connecting East and West, a reminder of when the city was at the center of world exploration. Lisbon's connection to the sea goes far beyond its monasteries. To really understand the city's seafaring history, we head west to Belém, where many of Portugal's bravest explorers began their journeys. Standing tall on the banks of the Tagus River is Belém Tower, a famous symbol of Portugal's skill at sea. This 1500s fortress, with its unique Manueline architecture and Moorish-style watchtowers, protected the city and was a ceremonial gateway for explorers sailing to Africa, Asia, and the Americas. Climbing its narrow, winding stairs, imagine the excitement and fear of the sailors leaving Lisbon for unknown lands. Close by, the monument to the discoveries stands proudly by the river, a huge tribute to the men who mapped new worlds and spread Portugal's influence. This impressive monument, built in the 1900s, shows Henry the Navigator, Vasco da Gama, Ferdinand Magellan, and other important people from Portugal's age of discovery. Standing at the bottom of this grand monument, looking out at the wide Atlantic Ocean, you can almost feel the adventurous spirit of these explorers. Lisbon's seafaring history isn't just in the past, it's still part of the city today, from its busy waterfront to its adventurous spirit. While grand monuments and historical landmarks show us Lisbon's past, it's in Alfama, the oldest part of the city, where you find its true heart. This maze-like neighborhood with its narrow cobblestone streets, colorful houses climbing up steep hills, and traditional fado houses, takes you back in time. Walking through Alfama's winding alleyways, you'll find a lively community where life moves at a slower pace. Laundry hangs from balconies, kids play soccer in small squares, and the smell of fresh bread comes from local bakeries. At night, Alfama comes alive with the soulful sounds of fado, Portugal's traditional music that expresses a feeling of bittersweet longing called saudade. Go inside one of Alfama's small fado houses and let the powerful emotion and heartfelt lyrics of this music wash over you. Alfama is a treat for all your senses, a place where you can get lost in the charm of old Lisbon and feel the city's true heart and soul. Lisbon loves its history, but it also loves the present and looks to the future. The trendy neighborhoods of Bairro Alto and Santos show Lisbon's exciting modern side. Bairro Alto, once a quiet place to live, is now a center for nightlife, with lots of bars, restaurants, and fado houses along its narrow streets. When the sun goes down, Bairro Alto comes alive with locals and tourists, enjoying live music, trying Portuguese tapas, and soaking up the lively atmosphere. Santos, once a rough industrial area, has changed completely, becoming a cool place for artists, designers, and new businesses. Here, old warehouses and factories are now art galleries, stylish shops, and shared workspaces. You can't explore modern Lisbon without riding the Santa Justa lift, an amazing piece of engineering from the 1800s. This beautiful wrought iron elevator, designed by a student of Gustav Eiffel, connects the lower streets of Baixa with the higher neighborhood of Bairro Alto. As you go up in this elegant lift, enjoy amazing views of the city and see how Lisbon perfectly mixes old and new. From ancient castles to trendy neighborhoods, Lisbon captures your senses and stays with you long after you leave. It blends its rich history with its exciting present, making it a truly special and unforgettable place. Whether you're exploring the historic Alfama district, admiring the grandeur of the Geronimo's monastery, or enjoying Portuguese food in a trendy Bairro Alto restaurant, Lisbon offers a journey through time, a treat for your senses, and a cultural awakening. The city's warmth isn't just from the sunshine and friendly people, it comes from the very heart of Lisbon, a city that welcomes everyone. Lisbon's charm isn't just its historical treasures or modern attractions, but the special feeling in its streets. A feeling of discovery, resilience, and a love for life. As you say goodbye to this amazing city, you'll remember its beauty and history, and appreciate the enduring spirit of Lisbon, a city that has survived hard times, embraced change, and become a shining example of culture, resilience, and timeless charm. Ready to experience the magic of Lisbon? Getting to and around this amazing city is easy. Lisbon's Portela Airport connects to major cities around the world, and the city's metro, bus, and tram systems make it easy to explore. Lisbon has all kinds of places to stay, for every budget. From cozy guest houses in Alfama to stylish hotels in Bairro Alto, you'll find the perfect place for your Lisbon adventure. Try Lisbon's delicious food, from fresh seafood to traditional Portuguese pastries at the many restaurants and cafes. Don't miss fado, Portugal's soulful music, at one of Alfama's intimate fado houses. For a real taste of Lisbon, visit a local tasca, a traditional Portuguese tavern, for a glass of vinho verde and some tasty petiscos or small snacks. Lisbon is best explored on foot, so put on your walking shoes and get ready to discover the hidden gems in its charming neighborhoods. With its rich history, vibrant culture, and captivating atmosphere, Lisbon is a destination that will stay with you long after